Today I'm hiking at Joshua Tree National Park in California. The park is split between two deserts, the Mojave and the Colorado. Today I'm hiking in the Colorado desert, starting at the Cottonwood Springs trailhead. So it's still pretty fresh this morning, but you can just tell it's going to warm up. So I've got some layers on because I know I'm probably going to shed them as the time goes on. But I'm at the Cottonwood campsite trailhead. So this is for the springs, the Lost Palm Oasis, and the Mastodon Peak. Mastodon Peak, I think it's called, and that's what I'm going to hike now. So it's just a short hike. It's about 2 hours, 4 miles, just a loop up to a peak. And I haven't spent much time at this section of the park. This is at the sort of southeast side of the park. So this is more part of the Colorado desert. So most of the things that you tend to find people want to do are at the other side, which is where you've got things like the Jumbo Rocks, you've got Ryan Mountain, that kind of thing. So it's quite cool that I'm getting to see a different side of the park. Straight after you get off the parking lot and you walk sort of down a sandy sort of slope, and straight away you've got these like insane palm trees, and it almost feels like I'm in like, I don't know, like Tenerife or something. It doesn't feel like California, and it certainly doesn't feel like Joshua Tree. So yeah, really different, really cool. It's definitely the kind of hike that if you want to see something a little different off the beaten path. The only thing is the Cottonwood side of the park is a bit of a drive. It's like a half an hour drive through pretty much barren desert. It's super duper easy to see where you're headed and to follow the trail. Along the sand on the trail you can see lots of footprints, but you can also see marks like this, which are typically made from snakes. So you come to this junction where you can see Mastodon Peak and a sign heading up this way. If you follow the trail on, it will take you to the Lost Palm Oasis, which is a longer walk, and it goes down into a valley with some palm trees. So I'm heading to the peak. The trail's pretty easy to follow, but obviously when the sun's in your eyes, it's quite easy to miss some of these signs. So you just got to be vigilant, keep your eyes peeled. So far there's only one other person that I've sort of frog-hopped with a little bit on the trail, but I have started quite early. And the thing is, with coming to this side of the park first, you do beat the crowds, whereas when I go back to the other side later, it's inevitably going to be a bit busier. Not even at the summit yet, but way off in the distance you can see beyond the boundaries of Joshua Tree National Park. I-10 is gonna be flying that way somewhere down there, but you can see the Salton-Sea, which is just pretty cool. So there's a whole raft of information about the Salton-Sea. Basically it was man-made and it went horribly wrong, and there's way more to it than that, but that's just like a forward explanation. But that's super sick. Like, it's so peaceful. I can see why you get such good dark skies here, because it's like eerily quiet, but yeah, really sick as well, really cool. Next up you hit this sign, super duper easy. Mastodon Peak is just 0.1 miles, so there it is. It's a little rock scramble, which I'm going to do. And obviously you can see the directions to the other trailheads, including the campgrounds, back this way. No mistake, when they say a rock scramble, it is a rock scramble. Like, I've already cut my hand, but you climb up these boulders and the insane views like of the park just blow your mind. Woo! Woo! So this is the top of Mastodon Peak. It's a short hike to get up here, but there's a rock scramble at the end, which is a little sketchy. But yeah, it's just insane views. Like, you can see way off to the other side of the park where the other desert is. Obviously, there's not many Joshua trees around here, but there's loads of cool cactus, including the cholla cactus. You can see the salt on sea, and yeah, it's just rad. So from this side of the top, I can see the trail that I came up on. You can see the salt on sea still. I've parked at the trailhead over in that direction, and that's where the Cottonwood, way over there you can see the Cottonwood campsite, and then even further along the visitor centre in that direction. And obviously this way it'll be where the road takes you all the way up to 29 Palms. But yeah, really cool. I've just got to figure out how to get down now. Didn't really think that one through. See, you encounter this really dope Mastodon mine on the trail. It's closed off, so you can't go inside, and there's some like killer deadly bats there. And I think we've had enough trouble from bats to last us a lifetime. So yeah, it says not to go inside, and I guess that'd be quite a good place for wildlife to hide. But yeah, they've got some like deadly bat, and our whole lives have been turned upside down because someone ate a bat, so I don't want to get close to it, but it's pretty cool, and I've just seen I can do it today. So the final mile descends downhill until you come to these sort of sandy, like hidden crevices between all the big rocks. This hike is, I would describe it as moderate. I mean, there's sections which are super duper easy, but if you're going to go up to the peak, which is the whole point, then I think if you've got kids or people that are afraid of heights, or, you know, handicapped and stuff, they're not going to be able to do it. So I'm going to put moderate. For kids, I mean, actually, if you're, I don't know, I don't have kids, so it's up to you if you want to take them up there, but I bloody wouldn't. But yeah, it's a really good hike. It's really nice. Like, I'm in this like sandy sort of valley now, as I head back to the trailhead. Obviously it's a loop that I've done it in, and it's quite nice because you get to see like a different side. But yeah, I would rate this as a sick, dope, awesome California hike that, you know, kills a couple of hours out of the day, but it really delivers in a short space of time with a short mileage. As you head back, you just follow the arrows. Towards the end of the loop, you'll come to this info point, which is just giving you another update on where you are in regards to the trailhead, the parking lots, and some of the other destinations you can reach on the trail. Now, I should have come from down here, but up here, if you can see where this big rock is, I lost the trail and I ended up following an alternate trail which just goes around through some palm trees and back. It's added like 5 minutes onto the hike. It's nothing major, and it's pretty safe and stuff. But this is the way I'm heading now. So if you like this video, like and subscribe for more.